Welcome back, you guys, to lesson number 3 in this series of how to play piano. You are on your way to doing better. Look, if you haven't seen the other videos, make sure you go back to video lesson number 1 and 2 and then catch back up with this series, okay? All right, you can just go on with this video. So let's go ahead. Let's get started with this video now.
J Sims J Music. Learn music, love music.
All right, so this is the third video of the tutorial series of learning piano, how to play piano. So we're going to learn the major scale, and we're going to learn it in the key of C because it's easier to learn it in that key. So first we're going to start off with taking our right thumb and we're going to place it on C, okay? And now what you're going to do is line up the rest of your fingers on the other white keys right behind it. So just line it up, give every finger a white key. Okay, and then just press them down one at a time. Now you can raise your fingertips too. Just go up in the order right here. Okay. So now, these fingers stand for a number, okay? The thumb is 1, the index is 2, the middle is 3, your ring is 4, and your pinky is 5, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and it's also playing C, D, E, F, G for your notes, okay? So that's the first part, the C major scale. Notice I gave them numbers. Now I gave my fingers numbers. Now every thumb is 1, index 2, middle 3, ring is 4, pinky is 5. Now, but we're not going to pay attention that much to the fingers or the numbers on the fingers as much as we're going to pay attention to the numbers on the scale, okay? So the C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, okay? Now, we can do our left hand just like that too, starting with the pinky though, okay? So even though the pinky is the 5th finger, we're not going to pay attention to that. We're just going to pay attention to what the C actually is. The C is the 1, D is the 2, E is the 3, F is the 4, G is the 5, okay? So now what we can do is play it together. 2, 3, 4, 5, and also we can say it as letters: C, D, E, F, G. Okay. All right. So if you can do that, or if you already know how to do that, or it seems very easy to you, put a comment of yes below in that comment section. Okay. Now let's move on. Okay. We got 1 through 5, and remember what you want to do. Here's the way you push off. What you're going to do is hold it down, push off with the next finger. Push off. Because you don't want to do this, or neither do you want to hold them all down at the same time like that. You don't want to do that. But you want to press, make it sound like it flows, okay? And even back down. And notice I only pressed it once when I went up. Like 1, 3. Just press that one time, back down. One time, back up, okay? Okay, like that. So that's 1 through 5. That's the C major scale. Now notice I'm saying numbers with these letters. Those are called scale degrees, okay? So anytime anyone mentions scale degrees, or you hear it or read about it, it's talking about the numbers of the scale. That's all it means. Just the numbers of the scale, okay? All right, and whatever key we're in, which is 12 that we can play in now, because remember we had 7 natural notes and we have 5 accidentals or sharps and flats, okay? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 actual keys that you can play in and all. So I'm saying that because wherever we start, that's going to be the 1. Okay, so we can play in 12 different scales, but whichever each of these get a chance to be out front, or they get a chance to be number 1. Okay, now let's move on. We're in C, so C is the number 1. Okay, for this scale. So we did 1 through 5. Now let's do 1 through 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now how are we going to play this with just 5 fingers? We only have 5. You know, we don't have 8 fingers. So how can we play that with just these 5 fingers? We're going to cross over, okay? So we're going to do the first 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Cross. And I'm leaning over this way, so don't do this what I'm doing. I'm just showing you what I'm doing with my fingers. I'm crossing behind the middle with my thumb to the 4 or to the F. So notice I took my middle, crossed behind with the thumb to the F, then finish out with the rest of my fingers in order. Okay? So again, starting at C, 1, 2, 3, which is C, D, E, cross, behind, and then F, G, A, B, C. And there it is. Okay, to reverse it, all you have to do is, or go backwards with it, you just reverse the process. So use all 5 of your fingers. So anytime we start with our pinky, use all 5 fingers until you run out. Now we ran out of fingers. What do? Cross back over with the middle. Cross over the thumb with the middle finger. And then index finger and then thumb. Okay? So again, coming back down, use all 5 fingers up. Then cross over with the middle, open back up, index finger, and then thumb. All right? Hey, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can get more videos like this one. Let's get back to the tutorial. So it should sound like this. And notice we don't want to stutter with it. Okay. All right, don't try to move that fast just yet if you can't do it, that fast, all right? So now, let's do the left hand. So with the left hand, we start with our pinky. So remember, as we started with our pinky on our right hand, coming back down, it's like a mirrored reflection, okay? So what we're going to do is start with the pinky. So that means we got to use all 5 of our fingers first on the left hand instead of the first 3 like on the right hand. So here's the pinky, starting with C. Use all 5 fingers, okay? After we run out, what do? Cross over with the middle finger, open back up, then the index finger, then the thumb. And there it is. So let's do it again, going up. Use all 5 fingers because we're starting with the pinky. Cross over, middle, index, thumb. And there it is. And that's 1 through 8, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now, guess what? Now that we're going backwards, it's just like we're starting like on the right hand. First 3 fingers. So when we're starting with the thumb, we do the first 3 fingers. First 3, then cross behind the middle with the thumb. Open back up, then finish out with the rest of your fingers. Okay, so again, first 3, cross. Open back up. Now you don't want to have a pause there, but I'm just showing you how to do it when I do it like slowly like that. So here we go. So it should be all together, all together. It should be a flowing motion. So going up. Now you can slow it down as slow as you need to slow it down. That's fine. Because it's not about speed right now. It's about actually learning how to do it and getting that feeling under your fingers, okay? That's playing piano in general. Do not rush anything. Make sure you take it slow so your brain can. This is what I tell my face-to-face students, the students that actually come to me, and I teach them in person. I tell them that your brain is teaching your fingers what to do. So some people try to get on here and just run real fast. And that's not going to work because your fingers are not going to learn what to do. It's about muscle memory in these fingers, okay? So if you can slow down and teach your fingers what to do, it's just like you. You don't want anybody just running through the anything they're trying to teach you and just say, okay, now you got it. You'll be lost because they didn't take it slow with you so you can actually learn it. So think about your brain as the teacher, your fingers as the students. You have to slow it down for your students so they can learn it better. Now, once they get used to it, they can go faster with it, okay? So the same thing about your fingers. So here we go. Now, if you're learning something right now, if you're getting some value from this content, make sure that you comment yes below in the comment section, okay? We'd love to hear from you, okay? Now, so let's move on, okay? Now, what we're going to do is try to do this together, okay, with both hands, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, take it slow. Remember, we're teaching. 3, now we're going to cross with the right hand. 4, and then 5. Okay, now we're going to cross with the left hand. 6, and then 7, 8. Now notice I'm not rushing through it because I don't want you to rush through it. Don't rush through this. Just take your time. Just then. Okay. Next. Okay, now we need to cross on the right hand. But that one stays the same on the left, okay? Okay, now we're going to end up crossing on the left. Okay, and then. All right, so now we're teaching our fingers what to do. And if you keep that same type of just slow walking with it, you'll eventually get faster with it. Speed always comes. It will come, okay? So don't rush it, okay? Now, let's go backwards with it. Starting with the pinky, starting with the thumb on the left. So going backwards, remember on the right hand, we're going to use all 5 of our fingers. So we're not going to do, this is not going to cross over first. This one, the hand is over here, the left. So watch. Now we're going to cross on the left. And then, now we're going to cross on the right. And then, okay, so that's how we do it. One more time. Slowly. Cross with the left, cross with the right, and then thumb. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, let's do it a little faster, okay? Notice I'm taking my time, even. Okay, and eventually you'll be able to get up to that speed, okay? So make sure that you're looking at how to do this scale. Now, here's the very important part to remember. The very important part to remember is the scale degrees, okay? Now, the fingering and moving up the scale, that's great and that's good, okay? But the most important part that I really want you to take away from this is your scale degrees, okay? And what are the scale degrees? It's just simply the numbers of the scale, okay? All right, in music theory, they usually have it as Roman numerals, okay? All right, so this will be 1. The C is 1, D is 2. Let me do the fingers right. C is 1, D is 2, E is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7. Now, when we go back to the 1, I know I'll call this 8, but we're going to stay with the 1 on this. So every time we go to C, it's 1. So keep those scale degrees and those numbers in your mind, okay? And also really learn them. Match all the numbers with the letters, okay? Or letters with the numbers, okay? To learn your scale degrees, because you're going to be using those all the way through your whole musical journey. It never stops. You're going to continue to use these scale degrees. So make sure that you learn this, okay? You guys are doing awesome. You're doing great. It's time to move on to that next video, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this one. Let's move on to the next one. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and show it by giving the video a thumbs up. You sure do help out the channel by doing that. So thank you in advance for doing that. Hey, you guys, I got something new, okay? I got my Patreon channel that is launched now. It is up. So listen, if you want to go ahead and support the channel, I'm going to be putting up weekly videos and material so that you can follow along with it, okay? Would love to have your support. So go ahead and make sure you go to the link in the description section below and join my Patreon, okay? So you can learn and you can further your education on your piano, okay? All right, so listen, all right. And any musical instrument that you have, I'm doing plenty of instruments, okay? So now, also follow me on my Facebook page, my Instagram, as well as my website is too, www.jsimjmusic.com. All right, you guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, hit the notification bell so you can continue to get more videos like this one, okay? All right, you guys, this is John at jsimjmusic.com, where we learn music and we love music. I'll see you guys in the next video tutorial. Check them out.
This is Jason J Music, where we learn music and we love music. Please share, like, and subscribe. Peace out.
J Sims J Music. Learn music, love music.